All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about AI compliance, specifically what it means for you, especially under California's pretty groundbreaking laws. We're going to pull back the curtain on all of it. Let's get started. So, look, AI is, well, it's everywhere now, right? It's helping us write emails, it's doing complex research. But with all that power comes a huge question, maybe the question. How can you actually trust it? I mean, really trust it with your information? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. It's not about blind faith, not at all. Trust is built on having clear, solid rules that everyone gets and everyone has to follow. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
Okay, so first up, AI meets California law. Let's get into the legal backbone of all this. California is really leading the pack here, setting a super high bar for how companies use AI. And the focus? It's all about transparency and your privacy. These aren't just some dusty corporate rules. These are your digital rights.
And California's approach, it's kind of multi-layered. You've got laws like the AI Transparency Act, which, well, the name says it all. Then there's one for generative AI training data. But the real heavy hitter is the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA. This is the one that gives you direct control over your personal data. Put them all together, and you've got this really comprehensive shield protecting you, the user. So that brings us to our first big pillar, seeing how AI actually works. We're talking about transparency. And look, this isn't just about a company saying, yep, we use AI. No way. This is about pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly how it's being used, as a tool, not as some black box replacement for a human. And this is where the human in the loop process comes in. It is absolutely crucial. So AI tools, like you see here, they might help with the initial research, right? But, and this is a big but, every single thing that comes out is then reviewed, verified, and fact-checked by a real person. Then, to close that loop, any content that got a little help from AI is clearly labeled. No secrets, no nasty surprises. This transparency thing, it goes even deeper. We're talking about embedded metadata. Just think of it like a digital ingredients list for AI content. It's perfect. It tells you who made it, what AI provider was used, the creation date, everything you need for a full audit. It creates this permanent record, which means total accountability. All right, so that's transparency. Now let's move on to the next pillar, which builds right on top of that. We've talked about how the tech works. Now let's talk about what really matters, your data and your control over it. This is where you are firmly in the driver's seat. And this right here, this is the heart of your power. It's not some perk or a privilege. It is a right, guaranteed by California law. You have the right to know what data a company has on you, the right to get it deleted, and the right to just say, hey, stop using my data. It is that simple and it is that powerful. You can really think about this as a simple two-way agreement, a contract, really. For every single right you have, there's a matching responsibility on the company's side. It's non-negotiable. So your right to access your data, that means we have to provide it. Your right to delete it, we have to erase it. It's a super clear-cut contract, all built on respect for you and your data. Okay, so we've got transparency and we've got your rights. But how is all that data actually kept safe from threats? Well, that's our third and final pillar, security. The best way to think about this is like a digital fortress built around your information with multiple layers of defense. And these are the walls of that fortress. It's not just one thing, right? It's a whole system. It's stuff like role-based permissions, so only the people who absolutely need access have it. It's multi-factor authentication, so you need more than just a password to get in. Your data is encrypted at every stage. There are those immutable audit trails we'll talk about. And of course, annual training for the entire staff. It's a whole defense in-depth strategy. Yeah, let's zoom in on that immutable audit trail for a second, because this is a real game changer for security. It's basically a permanent, unchangeable digital logbook. Seriously, every single time your data is touched, whether it's viewed, edited, whatever, it gets recorded. And you can't erase that entry. You can't alter it later. This guarantees complete and total accountability. There's nowhere to hide. So now you know the what and the why of how you're protected. Let's get to the best part. How you can actually take charge. This is your user playbook. This is how you turn all this knowledge into real action. And we've made sure the process is super straightforward, because exercising your rights shouldn't feel like you're trying to solve a puzzle. There are no hoops to jump through, I promise. You just contact our compliance team, You state what you need, whether you want to see your data, delete it, or maybe you just have a question. And from there, our team has a duty to guide you through the rest of the process. It's all about making your rights easy to use. And let's end on this thought. The laws we have right now, they're a fantastic start, a really solid foundation. But AI, man, it is evolving at an absolutely incredible speed. So the real question for all of us is, what's next? As these systems get smarter and woven even deeper into our lives, what new rights are we going to need to come up with to protect our future, our privacy, our autonomy? Definitely something to think about.